Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he comes back with 1 complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Castillo. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Bears at 2-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Castillo. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Armstrong. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Oakley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They go play action here on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They'll look to throw again. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Castillo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Sliding out of the pocket. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves, Cougar 19.
They'll run on first down. Oakley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Oakley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Oakley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Castillo to throw on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, Castillo. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Oakley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Oakley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Castillo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. On second down now, Oakley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. The end zone again here in the second.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
Still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now a handoff up the middle. Armstrong. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 3rd down, it's Armstrong. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Oakley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
they'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a give, right side. Armstrong. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Up the middle they go. It's Armstrong. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Castillo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Castillo on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good return. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Indianapolis, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Castillo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To throw is Castillo on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete.
The Bears at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and
the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And they will take over.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Come on.
Throwing to start the drive. Castillo got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Castillo can't get away, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Go, Riggs. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Let's see.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Back to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out?
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season,
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Castillo now. Off play action. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Operating from the gun. Castillo. Throw left side complete. That's Baker.
He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Hawk 70. Strip that ball.
On first down, Armstrong. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, Oakley.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that one.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Armstrong, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong, and a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Up the middle they go. It's Armstrong.
And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it
or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Castillo off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Castillo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely. They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made.
On first down, Armstrong. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Armstrong down to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Castillo from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Castillo to throw on 2nd down. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Street.
Up the middle they go. Armstrong. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Armstrong, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Bears, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home.
Good.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And a
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision making.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. On second down now, it's Armstrong. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a... And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
To throw is Castillo. To throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Castillo now, throwing on first down. Flush to his right.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Armstrong. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
70, Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, go.
Castillo, off play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Ready?
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off play action. Castillo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Castillo.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go, set, wrap all 80. 70 range, 70 range.
Now Castillo looking to throw on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Castillo on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
Come on, set, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Castillo. Off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Castillo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Castillo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So and the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Castillo. He finds his man. Complete. It's Baker. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Castillo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Armstrong. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on third down tonight, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Operating from the gun, Castillo. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Armstrong. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Armstrong. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. Under a minute 20 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds his man complete. It's Baker.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Castillo. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Back to throw. Castillo. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Castillo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Jags, they move back over 500 now.